Hey everyone, JRO Lights here. Do you have a Zippo, and have you ever wondered why it says lift to fill? And what's that little hole there? Well, stick around, let's talk about it. This is JRO Lights. So let's cut to the chase. Why does it say lift to fill? And that's pretty a simple answer. That is to prevent your Zippo from overfilling. When you take your fluid and fill your Zippo up, if you overfill it, this will be a buffer to help prevent overflowing. Now, it won't stop it from overfilling, depending on how much fluid you put in there, but it will assist in not overfilling because that fluid will get soaked up in that pad. Well, if it says lift to fill, why does it have a very convenient hole right there in the middle of the pad? Because I could easily put my fluid in here. Well, that's not what it's designed for. If you start putting your fluid in this little hole, well, you're going to pre-saturate this pad, making it fill up quicker or appear to fill up quicker. You really don't want to overfill your Zippo, because if that fluid gets out, it can be irritating to your leg. I know some people have allergic reactions to the fluid, so it's best not to overfill your Zippo. But what is that little hole there for? Well, once again, a pretty simple answer. It's a backup for your Flint. You just stick your Flint in there, and there you go. So if you use your Zippo a lot, you have a backup Flint in the felt pad. But you want to be careful. You don't want to forget about your Flint in your pad, because in 20 years or so, that Flint's going to disintegrate, and it's going to look a little like this. And that's why you want to lift to fill, and also you have a little house for your extra Flint. A few weeks ago, I had a subscriber email me and ask, hey JRO, why did Zippo switch from the black ink felt pad to the red ink felt pad? And I thought that was an excellent question, because I've never thought about that before. And I looked into it and found that in 2012, they switched from using black ink to red ink. So I asked around, I asked some very reliable sources, and they said that the reason why they switched from black to red is to help prevent counterfeiting. So I thought that was very interesting, and it wanted me to look more into the felt pads and the evolution of the felt pads. The felt pad did not really come into fruition until the late 40s. Before then, it was just some plain old cotton, and then the felt pads started coming in the late 40s, early 50s, and it was your felt pad with a hole. Notice it doesn't say lift to fill. Now, between the 1950s and the early 90s, that's how it was. They did come out about 1958. Some Zippos do have a red felt insert. From my understanding, this is just from a different supplier that they got their felt pads from. And then also they had some lighters with fuel cells like this, just one solid block of tightly packed cotton. It wasn't until the late 80s, early 90s, Zippo sent out this letter to their customers or to their retailers, letting them know that they are getting rid of the hole and putting lift to fill. Because what was happening was people were using that hole to fill their inserts, and it was just creating a bunch of confusion, and so they wanted to eliminate that hole and put lift to fill. So this was between 1992 and 2001, and through my collection, I was able to pinpoint that the first month that they started doing this to their inserts was K of 2001. Now, there may be some inserts, some J 2001 inserts with this hole, but from what I could tell is it started, so in October of 2001, they started putting this felt pad in their inserts. And that lasted until they switched to the red ink felt pad. So that's just kind of a history of the felt pad, why it's important to lift to fill, and also the importance of that little hole. But like I said, You don't want to leave that Flint in there because in 20 years, it's going to look like this, and that's no fun for anybody. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to JRO Lights. This is JRO Lights. We'll see you on the next one.